Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome to somewhat of a tutorial. Now, I debated whether or not to even do this again because I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to this stuff, so when a bunch of people go in the comments and are genuinely asking questions about how to do stuff if something's not working, I struggle to answer those questions because I honestly don't know what to do. So usually I just refer to them to the Madden Modders community, which a lot of those people obviously know a lot more than I do, so they can help you out. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this one. I'm going to be showing you how to mod Madden 24 to get the college football mod, to get a bunch of other mods, and to get like the retro mods that I've been using on my videos, the 2012, the 2015, all that kind of stuff. Like I said earlier, if you have any questions, I will try my best to answer them, but I will most likely be referring you to the Madden Modders community Discord page. They have a bunch of different Discord channels where you can go and ask questions, ask for advice, all that kind of stuff, ask for help, and all that kind of stuff. So that's most likely where I will be referring you to if I can't on my own just answer the question. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get into it. I'm hoping this is a little bit brief because I don't want it to drag on a little bit. So let's get into showing you how to mod Madden 24 on the PC. Alright, so you will be on your desktop, obviously, and this only works with Madden 24 copy on PC, whether it's through Steam, whether it's through EA Origin, whatever way you've bought Madden 24, that is the only way you can do it. So you have to have Madden 24, a copy of Madden 24 on the PC. You have to have the availability of Discord. You have to have a Discord page, or not Discord page, Discord profile, so you can join the Madden Modders community page. You have to have a couple of things that I will show you in a second that you can probably see on my bar, my taskbar down there, and we'll get into it. So here we go. So we will start by, I already have all this stuff downloaded, by the way, so I'm not going to be downloading anything myself, but that's pretty straightforward on how to do it. So you will start by opening up Discord, and you will go to the Madden modding community page, and you'll probably have to be accept the invite or whatever, all that kind of stuff, just normally how you would get into a Discord page or Discord community, and you will see a bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of different things over here, as you can see. Like I said earlier in the intro, they have a bunch of like troubleshooting installation guides, all kinds, general chat if you just have random questions. Like, they have a bunch of stuff and a bunch of people, a bunch of moderators that can help you out, or at least attempt to help you out better than I probably can. But that's not what we're going to be doing today. You're going to be going into the Madden 24 section and going right here to M24 Community Mods. You will click on that. I'll show you again. You'll click on that, and it'll bring up this page. It'll probably bring it up like this, like a list page, but you'll just go over here to sort and view, and then to gallery, so you can see the big picture of everything, and you can see it in a gallery format. And you can see here there's a ton of different mods, so many different mods that you can choose from, and all you have to do is, let's say you want the 2015-2016 beta mod, which is what I've been using for my 2015 rebuilds on the channel. If you want to go check those out, there's a playlist on the channel as well. So all you have to do is you go over here, it'll bring this page up, and you go over here, they'll have a link for everything. You can go to the Start Today mod or whatever it is, and you just scroll down to the most recent link, and yeah, there it is, Career Start Today. So that is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. I'm not going to download it because I already downloaded it, but once you click that, it'll take you to the download page, it'll download, and then once you get it, you go over to your downloads file. And as you can see, I have a bunch of different things. I have a full folder for Madden mods. If you want to be a little bit more organized, then I would suggest creating a folder for your mods. That's what I've done. That's what a lot of people do, just to keep a little bit more clean and organized, and you know where everything's going to be. So as you can see, I have a ton of different mods already downloaded and all that stuff. You'll just take the mods from your download folder, move them into the created Madden 24 mod folder, and then you will go from there. So once you have all this stuff done, then you will, okay, so I want to add one more thing. If you want to download the 2012, 2013 mod or the 2015 mod, you will get a couple of different things. You will get this, the actual mod. You will also get a roster and a career. So what you want to do with those is, the roster and career, you want to go to your documents page, and wherever you downloaded your Madden 24, you want to find that file. So you want to go to your Madden 24, you want to find the saves file part of that, and that will be where you insert everything that has to do with the actual in-game stuff. So let's say you want to download a draft class, like I have a couple of draft classes here. You will take all of those draft classes that you can find in the Discord. You will take all of those draft classes, you will put them in your documents folder, you will put them in Madden 24 folder, and you will go to your saves and put them in there. So then when you load up a franchise and go to import a local file, it will have all of these in here. Same thing with the careers and the rosters. The only way that these careers work, because they're in beta and stuff like that, the only way that these careers work is you have to load up a franchise with this file. So once you put career 2012, 2013, or whatever you're using, career 2015, 2016, whatever it may be, you have to use a new file. And we'll go into it in a second when I load up the game and show you. We will go into it in a second, and I'll show you in the actual game. But you want to put your career in there, file in there. You want to put your roster files in there so that they're all in the saves portion. The only way they'll work is if they're in the saves portion. So that is what you want to do with that. Okay. So now that you've got your mods downloaded, now that you have your folder set up, everything's good on that part. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have these two things. You want to make sure you have Madden Spark, and you want to make sure that you have the Frosty Mod Manager MMC Edition. And the way that you get these two is also in this page. You want to go to the installation guide. If you go into the installation guide and find the Madden 24 modding installation guide, it will have Madden Editor, Madden Spark, and Madden Mod Manager. Now, I only use Madden Spark and Madden Mod Manager, but if you want to go one step further and use the MMC Editor, then feel free. That's totally up to you. But you absolutely need Madden Spark, and you absolutely need the Mod Manager, because the Mod Manager is what runs the mods, and the Spark is what activates the mods. So you want to download those two things for sure. So once you have those, then it will look like this. Well, it won't have all this stuff in here yet, because this is all the mods that I've added in. So once you have all this downloaded and activated, this won't say this. It will say, it will have something in red. It'll have some words in red. But that's okay, because once you go and add a mod, let's say you want to add the new college football beta mod, you'll just double click on that. It'll bring it down to your most recents, right here. It'll add it in, and then you just click on it, and you hit apply mod. And then it'll bring it over to this section, to the applied mod screen. You can go through descriptions, read all that stuff, the actions. That's not important or anything. That's just like the technical stuff. But once you apply the mod, it'll have over on that section, and then it looks like I shouldn't have clicked actions because it's taking a little bit of time. All right, I made a mistake there, but you can do this with you can add so many different mods in here. Like you can see I've got all the presentation mods, and you can have all these activated. Now I will say that you got to be careful which ones you activate, because some mods may not work necessarily that well with other mods, and that's just the way things go sometimes. So it looks like I might have made a mistake here clicking on actions, because it is taking a long time. So we'll just close out on that maybe. Yeah, close the program, close Frosty Mod Manager, and then just reopen it. And this is good to show you reopening it. So we will reopen. You'll just click on the game. It'll have it in here, and then you can add the game, I guess, and then it'll have it in there. Then you click on it and you select it. It'll load it up, and when it loads it up, initially, it'll take a little bit of time because it's trying to get everything ready to go. So you don't be worried if it takes a little bit of time. And it also, if you see this little exclamation point in the yellow triangle, that just means that the mod is a little bit out of date for the updated, or for the most recent update of that version of Madden. And the modders will try their best to get an updated version that works cleanly with the new update. So don't get on the modders, for not updating their different mods as quickly as you may want them to. It takes them a long time. A lot of them do it for free, obviously, and a lot of them have other jobs and other things they're doing in their lives, and it might take them a little bit to get to it. So don't go in the... That's the only thing I ask of anybody that goes into the Discord. Don't be harassing people. Don't harass the modders because they're taking their time out to do all this stuff. So just be a normal human being. It's not that hard. So once you have your mods added in and you've applied them, you can go over here and you can check or uncheck whatever ones you want. So let's say you want to add you want to load up the 25th, the college football mod. You will check that, and you can uncheck all this stuff because it's gonna not work if you check both of those. So let's load up 2013 because that one is a little bit interesting. So we'll load up that one, and I have the other stuff checked off, like the gameplay mod beta, the Super Sim stats overhaul, the player likeness mod. The player likeness mod is pretty cool because it adds a bunch of different stuff. So, and you can see over here the priorities. The highest priority is what it'll load first. So I have the mod as the third priority. That's what it's going to load up first. Then it'll go down the line as for whatever else you have. And I have the tattoo project as well. If you don't know, the tattoo project gives tattoos, generic tattoos, to players that have tattoos in the league that don't have them in the game. So like Max Crosby, I don't think has any tattoos in the game. In Base Madden, he's got his tattoos in there, and all kinds, just a bunch of players. Lamar Jackson, all kinds of guys. So anyway, you'll go in here, and then you want to have your Spark open as well. So when you are ready to go and you're ready to play the game, you will want to activate the mods, and it'll say waiting for user to launch Madden. Once it does that, then it should say waiting for user to launch Madden, and then we should be pretty ready to go. You don't need to launch it through the EA app. That's not a thing you need to do. You need to launch it from here once you're using the mods. And when you do this initially, you may need to launch it for the first time through the EA app because it'll need you to update some sort of script, or so it'll tell you to update something like it has the wrong version. All you have to do for that is you have to go over here, restore Madden 24, run the game through EA while you're updating it, and then it'll start working again. Then you always launch through here if you want to use mods. So, and if you're curious about that and you're confused about that as well, there's other YouTube tutorials about that specific part of it, so go watch those. All right, so now that we're ready to go, we will launch the game. It'll launch, and hopefully it works. Because if it doesn't, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. But it could take some time depending on how many mods you have installed and how big they are, how big the files are. But hopefully it works, and it should bring up Madden 24 on the PC modded. But we will see. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Modding inactive. You absolutely need Spark and the mod manager, obviously. But it looks like I have failed my mods. Okay. What about if I activate them? What does that do? Waiting for user to launch Madden. Launch. And are we good? We good to go? I don't know. I might need to figure this out. I might need to see if it's going to load or not. I might have something not installed correctly, or not one of the mods needs to be uninstalled or clicked off of. So let's just take everything else off except for the 2015 mod, because that's the only one I actually need. All right, then we'll activate it and see if that just works. Because all I need to do is show you the in-game thing, and then we're pretty much done. So, but at this point, you already know how to mod. It's just that little extra part in the game. So we will see if this is going to work. It should work. And obviously, if you have questions, go to the Discord community to help you out. Oh, we had some little flicker there. I might need to restore my Madden. I don't know. It should be working. Let me figure it out. I'll cut back when I've figured it out. Okay, so I got it to work. We are now loading up in Madden 12 2013. Madden 13 technically is the name of the game. But we have loaded it up all I had to do was I had to play it. I had to load it from the EA Play one more time so that it would know that it was running offline, because you can't use these mods online. When you use these mods, they are strictly for offline use. So that's why it says sign into EA servers. So you can only use them in franchise mode. I had to load it through the EA Play. I had to activate it through the EA Play so that it would know I was offline, and then it loaded up. It booted up right away. So that is a little quick troubleshooting solution if that problem happens for you. So now we are in Madden 24 modded version. So I will go over here. You don't need to go over here, but I'll just show you that all of the files are in there. So there is some different roster files. The beta, the 24 beta is in there, the college football beta. I have all my franchise saves in here. The draft classes are all in here. So everything is activated as long as you did what I told you to do and go through the saves section. So the way that you want to load up a mod or load up a franchise, unfortunately you can't do fantasy drafts with these mods, which is something I would love to do, but you can't do them because you have to start. You'll see. So you have to start. So you go into franchise just like you're loading up a normal franchise or starting up a new franchise, and you will see these three things. You will see 2012 to 2013. You will see 2015 beta, and you will see where's it at? Where's the college football beta? I passed it, didn't I? There it is. College football beta. You will see those three things in here if that's what you want to load in. And you will, the only way you can start, you can use the rosters and all the pictures and stuff that are included in that, is you have to go through here. So since we loaded up the 2012-2013 mod, we got to go through the 2012-2013 franchise. So you load it up, proceed with progression, and I'm not going to start anything new because I already have my stuff figured out, and it will take you to this. You will automatically be started as the Dolphins with Joe Philbin, but all you have to do if you want to change your team is you go over to Options, you go to User Teams, and you go to New Character. You press Y on the Xbox controller or whatever controller you're using, or PC, I guess. You just click New Teams, choose your team, and you can literally choose any team in the NFL to take over. So you can be whatever you want. And they've got all their portraits, all that kind of stuff. So let's just say, let's randomly pick, I don't know, let's just pick the Chiefs. You want to be the Chiefs. Romeo Crennel is the coach. You can go over here. You can be the league settings. You can change all that. It's default. All Madden, 11 minutes. I'll show you how to change that if you want to. But this is the default stuff that it's on. Full control, all this stuff, tutorial pop-ups. We'll change all that in a second. But everything is on manual already. And if you want to, obviously, if you want to change your you want to make a custom coach, right there. If you want to change to an owner or a player, it's in this part too. So let's say you want to be the Chiefs, you want to be Romeo Crennel. You click Start, and then you take it to this. Now, let's say you only want to be the Chiefs. You don't want to be Joe Philbin and the Dolphins. So what you do is you go over to your character that you want to use. So you go switch back to Joe Philbin, and you go to the character that you want to use. Go back to User Teams. You go to Romeo Crennel. You click on him, and you say Make League Owner. So you do that. That means that you're now the commissioner. You're now the league owner of the entire offline league. So now you have full control of all that stuff. But then you don't want to control the Dolphins, so you go over to Toggle Autopilot. You go to Unlimited for Joe Philbin. And you also go to Franchise Settings, League Settings, and I should have changed it before there. Hold on. I didn't change the stuff with Joe Philbin. Unless, oh wait, no, I think I can still. Hold on, let me go back to it. I didn't change the stuff that I wanted to change. League settings. Can I change the, okay, here we go. So you want to make sure that everything is on auto so that you're not controlling them. So everything is on auto. They can sign their own free agents. The CPU will handle everything with that. So that's perfect. So now you have no control over the Dolphins or whatever they do. So now it's like you're only in your own league with yourself. And you could, I guess, delete this character. It's not a fact that you have to have him. I keep it around because obviously I want all the real coaches. So Joe Philbin was the real coach back then. I just kept him around. But obviously you can just go and you can fire him or retire him, I guess, from that if you don't want to have to do all that stuff. But that's just what I do. So then you switch back to the character you want to be, and now you have full control of the roster and of the league. You can advance whenever you want. You can go over here to the league settings, and you can change this to all Madden, to whatever time limit you sit it on. I sit it on 6 or 7 minutes. That's usually my quarter length. You can go down here to the pop-ups, turn them off. You can change all this stuff. It's default on trade difficulty hard. I usually turn it down to normal. You want to make sure that coach firing, I don't know where coach firing is, but you want to make sure coach firing is off or on CPU only. I tend to get fired in mine because I forgot that coach firing was on, and I don't want to get fired, obviously. So you set it to CPU only, so only the whatever it's called, the CPU coaches will get fired if they are bad. And obviously you can do this like a normal, it's like a normal roster or a normal league at this point. So you just change whatever you want to change, and then you have full control. And then you have full control of the league because you've made your team the league owner, and it's got the normal rosters, all that stuff. So once you download all this stuff and you get it activated, you can take I'm not going to go in depth. If you want to go in depth, watch my rebuilds. I go in more depth with the rosters and stuff like that. So that is how you load it up in the actual game. You have to load it through here. You can't load it up. You can't load the roster up through this. Like if we go back to the home screen, you can't load it up here. You can't go over here and go to Sarah and manage files. You can't do this. This is not a possible. See, it's not on here. That's not how that works. So the only way it'll work, and this is the same thing for the college football mod and for the 2015 mod and for whatever other mods that involve this kind of thing deal with. So that's the only way you can do it. Go to the franchise and then go to the 2012-2013 or the 2015 or the college football mod or whatever. And you click on that. It'll say 2015 beta. It'll say college football beta. It'll say 2012-2013. That's what you go through. And then you can start creating your own things like I have right here. So I'm just going to delete this because I don't need this anymore. All right, perfect. So that is going to do it. That is how you mod Madden 24 on the PC. Now remember, if you have questions, you can leave them down below in the comments. I will try my best to answer them, but more than likely I'm just going to say, I'm going to refer you to the troubleshooting page or just the Madden modding community page in general, because they're more likely to know how to fix your problem than I am. But I will certainly try my best to come up with a solution if I can. But like I said, more than likely I'm going to be just referring you to that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Come check out my videos on, if you haven't already, on the 2015 mod, the 2012 mod, the college football mods. We do a bunch of rebuilds on those, and they're really, really fun. So if you like that, if this is interesting to you and you want to see more in-depth stuff on it, come check out the videos and leave a comment if you want. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I hope you have a lot of fun with these mods, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.